Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Some of you might be confused because you're like, I thought you were on a hiatus. I am. But ENHYPEN dropped the Fever music video, and I kind of struggled with whether or not I was going to react to it because these are my boys. Like, these are next to BTS, my old group. I can't not react to it. Like, I was sitting on my couch with it on my TV, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go react to it. So I am not back. I don't know when I will be, if I will be, but I am going to react to this. So we're going to get into it. I'm super excited for this. I said a long time ago that we were going to get, when they first announced the track list, I'm like, we're going to get Fever as a music video just because it was following Drunk Days, and that was the same thing with Give and Taken and Let Me In. And just after hearing all the tracks, Fever just, I don't know. And then we didn't get any performances of it. It just was like they're gonna do a Fever music video, and we're all going to die. That was what's gonna happen. And with the teasers that I saw, this is going to be crazy. Let's get into it. I'm excited to check it out. It is a 4-minute and 10-second video, and the song's only like 2 minutes and 49 seconds. So we're obviously getting story here. I assumed we would. Let Me In had story as well. So I figure we're gonna go along the same lines here. Also really excited because we do have the like masquerade outfits from is it Up version? I still get those wrong, Down and Up version mixed up. So I'm really excited to see those fits more. So let's get into it, guys. Let's go. Oh, this like carousel-y, not even carousel. It's like a play toy sound. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so it encompasses youth very well, if that makes sense. We have this shot of this Jungwon. Okay, and some type of door is closing. Oh, he sunk. Okay, was he reaching out for Jungwon? Oh, that shot! Oh! It's so beautiful. What the fuck? There was like this black smoke. The fucking monster from Lost is there. Oh my god, this music video is gonna be gorgeous. Like, don't let the darkness consume you? Like, what are we going for here? Are they running for one of the cubes? You know, the gates? Between the portals between worlds? Okay, so they all seem to be being encompassed in some way, but Hee-sung seems to be struggling the most with it, with that, you know, smoke. What is he saying? No! It's gonna be all over Twitter. What was he saying? This shot, though. Is that Jake in the middle? I never even noticed from the teaser, to be honest. That is my boy. I don't need the lyrics, I've read them. Plenty. Ooh. Nikki and Sunghoon. They had a unit performance and mixed up as well. What a shot. Ooh, I like that. They like run up their arm to their head. Oh, that shot is gorgeous with the black and white. Yeah, let's just pour water all over Jay. He's not already ridiculously handsome. Dude, some of these shots, though. I haven't stopped in a minute, and we're going to go back through because you know me, but I don't know why this right here grabbed me. Do you guys remember, was it debut trailer 2? Should be 2? When they're in the woods and Heesung, if I'm not mistaken, because it's been so damn long, Heesung did that exact move, like coming off of the ground. This right here. Right? This climb with the hand is sick. That looks on Jake with the sparkle glitter. What? So that's that chain that Nicki dropped onto Sunghoon's, like right on his lips. So is that like trapping somebody's heart? The fetal position, was that? I mean, I know that was utilized in a lot of other, like BTS had a lot. J-Hope did it, I think. But if you're trying to remember if in the debut trailer, if there was a fetal position thing. Oh my gosh. The shots in this music video. The statement. I want more. I just always want more. And it's just like, because I don't by any means see us getting another music video for this album. I just think 2 is already a lot. I mean, but we're getting spoiled now because they're like really, I feel like doing, we always had story, obviously. I mean, we had it with Give and Take, and it was a setup for the whole thing. And then you had Let Me In and Drunk Days, and this definitely have story elements, obviously. And I just love that it's their universe is so story driven because I enjoy that kind of stuff. All right, we're gonna go back through this, see if we notice anything extra, ask some questions, and I'm gonna try to freeze on some frames that I just think are beautiful shots. This obviously is absolutely gorgeous. We see this kind of gate closing. I said something about maybe it being the cube that they're using. They use the cubes like we see in Let Me In to kind of travel between worlds. That's something that's been talked about. But this kind of seems more of like a door, and then we also see Heesung reaching from out behind a door. Jesus, the shots in this are just so good. And this sound is, like I said, it's very like playful, especially once we start seeing the progression where each of them are running in that same line, and we're cutting between each of them. It gets even more heartfelt, more impactful, and like a lost youth sense to me. That's really 100% where this takes me. It's like they're running from something. Are they running from their youth? Or are they running towards their youth? Because this black smoke is some type of representation of, you know, their job now, their career, this thing that is all encompassing. You know, it's going to take you from all sides. It's the smoke that consumes you. Maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know. I think with both that sound and kind of the imagery, that's what I gather. Who is Heesung reaching for? Love this. This shot was just... Okay, everyone's there. Jungwon's at center, as he always is, since he is our main protagonist, as we know. ideally the first of them to be turned into a vampire, I feel like, from everything, debut trailers, Given Taken, like his debut trailer too. At the very end, he's the one who walks to center. It's always Jungwon in the middle. He's our protagonist. So it is interesting, though, that we have this kind of solo shot of Heesung running. He was not in the original lineup when we had all of them run, because we go from Jungwon to Nikki, then I think it was Jae, so then we had Sunghoon, Jake, and then Sanu. So we did not have Heesung, but then we get Heesung here running by himself, and he's also the only one kind of like very obviously struggling. I feel like that means something. So then we have this awesome dropout here where the music cuts and it's very dramatic as he is consumed and lets go of the door. You see his hand, I think, slip here, and it's just very dramatic. Yes. Okay, and then we cut to black. But then we come back, and he's still fighting. He will not stop fighting. The door opens again, you hear a creak. And what does he say? Like, they did that on purpose. Like, they know everyone's going to be like, what do you say? What do you say? There's going to be, like, all this stuff all over Twitter. Like, I think he said this. This shot, absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, we saw this in the teaser. This is just absolutely ridiculous, this shot. Also, Nikki being center. He ate this entire album up, seriously. Like, Nikki, I officially bias wrecked him before this album came out. I'm glad I did. Like, I'd always loved Nikki, but he just wrecks the living shit out of me. And this album, he just ate it up, the entire damn thing. That imagery with the showers, like shower stalls there, is interesting as well, because it is obviously very cube-like. Cubes on the walls, you got the windows. This was sick. Like I said, we had a Sunghoon Nikki unit in Mixed Up as well, and I'm loving that they're doing some unit work. But this slide here where Sunghoon comes from behind the pillar is just yeah, so he's like dangling that necklace almost in a hypnotic sense, and then he ends up dropping it on Sunghoon's mouth. Love that. That's so cool. This shot is gorgeous, and they got this kind of like slow flicker, kind of like a strobe almost effect. And then, of course, we get Jay covered in water, which was an unnecessary attack, I believe. Don't stop. Please stop. Love when all the teasers dropped. Everyone's like, why are they wet? That shot too. Like, gosh, there's so many in this. Gorgeous. Ooh. Didn't really notice it on the first playthrough. What is that? That seems like to be some type of vessel like a dish of some sort, maybe where they do some type of sacrificing communication with our girl from Drunk Days, which seems to be who turned them into vampires. I know there's a lot of theories of who she is exactly, name wise, and everything like that. The god, I don't remember what the goddess's name was that people said, but she obviously turned them in Drunk Days. She showed them how to turn people, showed Sunu how to turn people, and I think that's what he was doing at the party. I didn't talk about that in my music video reaction because I realized it after the fact. Not that they were turning people, but if you notice, Sanu pours it into the fountain, okay? We see that imagery of that big fountain, and he pours it into that, and then it ends up turning the water into blood, obviously tainting the water source. Now, it's very interesting. If you look, that fountain, it's a big normal-sized fountain. But if you look in the very beginning of the music video, when they first arrived at the party, when Jay arrives at the party with Heesung, and they're walking towards the other group, in the middle, we get this kind of wider shot, and you can see that the refreshment table has a punch-like fountain, very similar to the large fountain. So it's like he poisoned that fountain, but they show it in a sense that it's this large fountain. I don't know. That was just a theory that came to my mind after watching the video 7,000 times. Love that shot, and it has to be connected to the debut 2 trailer. This like glitter thing was really cool aesthetic that they did. Now, was this Nikki that came up to Sunghoon? That looks 100% like Jake. It's hard to tell because it's such a dark side profile, but it looked like Jakey to me. Which is interesting because this red comes out of Jakey's hand. We've seen in Drunk Days that he seems to have is it pyrokinesis? I think that's the actual term for it, where you can manipulate fire in some sense. Because he lights the candles on Jungwon's birthday cake. But also, the very interesting thing about this little red light and aesthetic here that we have coming out of, I believe, Jakey's hands, is that there was that really similar red light that surrounded him in the debut trailer 2, I believe. I'm probably mixing up 1 and 2 a little bit, but I feel like 2 was the one that had the more expansive stuff. When he was in that car, which we also feel like I'm like positive that it was the same car, I think. I'm trying to remember. I looked at pictures. It was a similar car, I think, to some of the concept photos for Down, I think. But anyways, the car when it was crashed. But I'm getting off subject because my brain's going crazy. That red light seems to be significant to Jake for some reason. Since, like I said, he's in the back seat of that car, and I think it's debut trailer 2, and it's like lighting him in that car. What is his power? What are all the boys' powers? Sunghoon, like, we don't really know what his power is. We know he kind of did something in Give and Taken with his hand. Was that, I always thought in the beginning, since it was so fresh and we didn't have a lot of info, that maybe he was burning his hand with holy water or sunlight was doing it. I don't know. What does that necklace mean? I guarantee you that you're going to be able to buy that necklace on the Weaver shop. Beautiful shot here. Obviously, it's just a great group shot, but also it's in reverse. This shot itself may not be in reverse. They may have just looked up, but they've run all of this confetti in reverse, which could just be something that they edit over this. Another beautiful shot. Swimming pools are something that's definitely been around. My eye is like watering. I got something in my eye. Swimming pools are something that's definitely been around in multiple videos / universes. TXT has a lot of swimming pool in Runaway. They obviously go into the swimming pool and they dance in a swimming pool that's empty and stuff. So I'm very curious if that is any type of connection. Gosh, I just want more. I just always want more of these boys. I just can't ever get enough. Their charisma, their performance, their choreo, their story, it's just all so fucking amazing. I love it, and it's just crazy to have been there since the beginning, from Island, and to see how much they've grown in such a short period. Like, it's insane. It is insane. All right, guys, that's the video. I mean, there's really not much to talk about since I did all my recapping on that second view, and it's already a 20-minute video because I talked too damn much. And the exciting thing about this, besides the fact that the video is just absolutely beautiful and a piece of art, is I would assume we're going to get some performances now. We can, they couldn't really give us any performances since this video seemed to be very choreo heavy. I mean, we had a lot of story, but they kind of broke the story up into the front end and different stuff like that, so that it wasn't completely intertwined throughout it. So this, now we have the choreo. We've seen it. It's been revealed. So doing stages now won't spoil the choreo. Maybe we'll get stages. I don't know. I don't know how much longer their promotion period is going to be for this, because we have been promoting for a couple weeks now. So I don't know. I'm excited though. I would love to see some stage work. As much as like I'm excited there's a choreo, I very much envisioned, before we knew anything about a music video and all that stuff, that we would get some stage performances of them just like kind of serenading us by sitting on stools or something. I just, with the way this song plays, I thought that would be sick. So I'd be down if they did that too, even if we didn't get choreo live stages. But yeah, guys, what are your thoughts? What are your theories? What are you thinking? How off was I? What, different stuff like that. Like I said, I am currently still on a hiatus. I don't know when I'll be back, if I'll be back. I do enjoy making these videos. It's just my life's busy right now, and I have other stuff personally going on. So, but I wanted to do this video because I just love these boys, and they bring me a lot of joy. So, thank you guys for coming to the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up down below and subscribe if you want to see more content from me when I do come back. And that's it, guys. I'll see you guys down in the comments.